More from Draper, Utah. He was outstanding last year, and he kicks this ball through that rarefied air. The quarterback, he is a senior. The turn, the handoff, and going 3 years. They have not won a road game since '06. Arias is rushed and dragged down 10-yard line as Arias in the shotgun will drop back for the first time. He is pressured, rolling out to the sideline, and just Reyes sends this one end over end and drives it down here to the play college football again, but he was finally cleared in June. And he'll hand off and up the middle, a gain of a couple on the play. Wilson missed the last 3 years, the last 3 games of last year because of a concussion. He swings it here to the near side and 3 wide to the right of Travis Wilson. Sets up, he can run, stumbled slightly, and Idaho State swarms to the ball. And Tom Hackett to punt. He's going to roll out as he will, and then drives this one down. He's usually very accurate, and he drives this down to the 10. And his team is down there to get it. They're going to keep it in play down at the 1-yard line. Spectacular play. And they're going to rule that a touchback. 24 touchdowns a year ago with the inside handoff. And a gain of a couple there to work on 2nd down and 5. Arias flare pass near side. And a quick play made in the shotgun. 3 wide to the left, and he is back to throw. Pressured, knocked down. In fact, he was hit by his own man. The pressure came from his left side. Nate Orchard driving a man into the. Reyes back to punt. Drives this one end over end to midfield. Taken by Bubba Poole. Fakes left, moves right, spins away from a tackler. Bounces out here to the near side, shovels his feet. Tried to get back to the middle of the field, and that's where he met traffic down at the 35-yard line. But great field with 3 wide to the right on 1st down. Has protection and a man at the far boundary. Complete to Drez Anderson, who slid this across for the.
And if they can find a little bit extra and take the heat off of him, dangerous offense.
Quickly go back to work, try to bounce it here to the right side of the field, and it's Poole getting a block, trying to cut it back, and does inside the 10.
Maxwell.
1st down, goal to go, left side in the end zone, touchdown Utah, the first touchdown registered of this game as Andy Phillips steps up to add the extra point.
You know, on how well he does against the best competition.
And he'll see some competition this year. Arias, a quick handoff and a big gainer. The man driven down at around the 40-yard.
Opens and splits the backside, and they exploit that hole.
Utah this time quick to the line. Daniel McSurdy will step in. He is the lone back now for the Bengals. Play action, throwing left side. Missed tackle. That's good for a 1st down. Cade for 1st down. And the ball at the 28-yard line of the Utes. McSurdy picking his way.
Run at them.
Trips wide to the left. Arias slants a pass, a little drag route underneath the coverage.
Personal foul, a late hit on the offense. That's a 15-yard penalty.
3rd down now and 28. Here's the handoff. Delay. McSurdy right side again, gets a block in the edge, gets to the 20, turns it to the 15 and dragged out of bounds. There's a flag over there. That may be.
After the play, late hit out of bounds, number 9 on the defense.
7th play of the drive. Man in motion is Brock Malcolm. The hand up the middle. And Idaho State trying to move men. Arias at the Utah 10. The handoff. And a nice leg tackle behind the quarterback. 3-step drop, lobs it toward the end zone. That ball sails over the head. And there's a
pass interference on the defense, number 2.
Doesn't matter. Contact. Ball's in the air. We get interference.
McSurdy is back in. Here comes the rush. Arias back to throw. Looks left, throws right. Touchdown, Idaho State.
By Arias.
On the offense. The receiver went out of bounds on his own. Came back in, was first to touch the ball.
Finney, the lone man in the backfield. Malcolm through the formation, in motion, rolling out Arias. Hard rush, forced to his left, throwing on the run, lobs it up, has a man. That's a touchdown, Idaho State. Brock Malcolm. 112,000 in the big house. But first things first, they're tied with the Bengals, 7-7. Here's a tip ball.
You guys just have to be able to react after he makes that initial move.
The language might even be very similar, but it's getting used to the message, and it's a new message.
Devontae Booker, a nice block in the backfield. A couple of guys from Everett, Washington. Wilson turns and hands off, and spinning is Devontae Booker, and he is drafted. Second down and 11.
On Utah.
False start on the offense, number 8.
And they should be winning based simply on their abilities.
Second and 16. Bubble screen right side. Here's a man open. Devontae Booker turning on the Jets as promised. Down to the 15-yard line, diving toward the pylon, and got out of bounds. It looks like maybe a yard shy of the. And moving.
They do not want.
Wilson in a gun, and he'll keep it. He sold it beautifully, but second and 5 for the Utes. Score tied at 7. Booker trying to carry a man in, but he is dragged down. Third down at the 2. Wilson looking right, flush to his left. He's got man to beat there on the edge, diving into the end zone. Helicopters across the threshold, and he is in for the touchdown. 75 yards in 8 plays, and they do it at road since 06. They trail here 14-7. They look good early. Arias a handoff, and Utah quick to it. Nate Orchard, the first man, trips wide to the right, and 2 to the left, clear out the backfield for Arias to pump fake. Ran into his own man, forced, spun. Orchard got a piece. Did he get rid of it in time? And they want to bring him from the quarterback's blind side here on 3rd and 9. And the handoff again is to the dependable Finney.
Tough to come into a situation right away without warming up.
First down for the Bengals. Little delay pass over the middle. Finney coming out of the backfield, receives. It's out of Agora Hills, California. College of the Canyons, a transfer from the JUCO level. Arias back to throw, has time, angles one near side, and that's overthrown it out of bounds. Arias screen pass near side. Oh, here to the near side. 3rd and 5. Arias zips one in there, and that's another first down, man in motion. This is Aaron Pryor through the formation. They'll give it up the middle.
In a power type system, but you're right, not a lot of weight there.
Arias fakes the handoff, throws. That's a terrific catch over the shoulder. Davian Orfe in coverage. He didn't have a chance. That was a beautifully thrown ball. Here's Arias back to throw. He's going to go for the bundle in the end zone over the sky. And Bengals used too much time. Arias back to throw, spirals one neatly here to the near side. That hard rush, Arias dragged down. Zach Johnson is on to kick. This is a 30-yarder, and it is blocked. Ball loose, ball live, rolling down to about the 40-yard line. Utes had it, they lost it. Idaho State's got it back. Here's a big man getting back across the 20-yard line.
Holding during the loose ball on the offense. That penalty's declined. First down.
He thought he had the ball, so he was tackling, so I don't know how they would do that.
Wilson back to throw, has a man turning to make the reception, and a great grab.
That edge.
And finally, Wilson stretching the field, going downfield. And now he swings one here to 2nd and 10 from the 45 of the Bengals. And a handoff. This time they swing it to Booker, who uses that lightning speed for a third. 7 points. Well, Xavier Finney is the lone man back. He's going to try to shake it off right tackle, but he is
in momentum as well as, I guess, the entire game for your team.
2nd down and 9. Utah brings 3. And Jim Bagley, the left tackle, will come to get him. They'll double team him. That gives Arias enough time to. They've got their stuff together. They were picked by the preseason prognosticators, whoever they may be. I suppose the writers in the big.
They have, and remember, he built winners at Montana State. He's been a part of building a Big Sky program.
3rd and 5, movement on the right. He's a good man. Arias, 3rd and 10, back to throw. They try to set up a screen, slow and develop. Arias, a low driver, scoots it along the carpet. taken backpedaling. At inside his 20-yard line, the Utes. Winningham went out and got a new offensive coordinator, Dave Christensen, coming over from Wyoming, where he had been the head coach for 4 years. Previous to that with Gary Pinch. Now in his 10th year. Travis Wilson back to throw. And the pass complete, but that's a first down for the Utes. Left side pool has some wiggle. Trying to bounce it left side across the 40. And spun down across.
More games. They know they can play in the Pac-12. Now they got to prove it.
2nd and 4. Wilson rolls. Pass complete. Down here.
Where Travis Wilson threw underneath for 5 yards and got it. It was a smart play.
Got into the lineup. And he's chopped down at the line of scrimmage. Here's the handoff across the 40-yard line. Wilson at 6'7", scanning, quick throw, has a man under it, but overthrows the intended. Tom Hackett, who can just place it on a postage stamp, is back to punt. He gently guides this one toward help at the 1-yard line. That is great special teams play. Idaho State is right now. Arias in the end zone to receive this, and he's going to try to get. Arias trying to avoid the avalanche. Back to throw. Throws deep, got rid of it. He could see from his right side. Orchard on the edge. And that's great. It's against Mike Kramer's ball club. Reyes gets a piece and knocks it back to midfield. Still on his feet. Kalen Clay shifting to the left. Going to get a block at the edge. He's going to go home for 6. A 46-yard dash. You know, there's playing time out there for you, Philip.
So it was a whole bunch of guys on one team trying to do more than their job, and it cost them.
Arias the handoff to Finney, and he is knocked down
constantly.
Arias fakes the handoff, and a pass to the far side. That should have been here in the first half. 3rd and 10 for the Bengals. Arias getting rid of it. Has a man wide open. Ball juggled, incomplete. From his last mistake. He'll bounce this one here to some open territory to the near side. Travis Wilson, who won the starting job narrowly in competition with Kendall Thompson, swings it here to the near side to Drez Jr., who has 2 years of eligibility left. Wilson back to throw. He's going to roll out to his right and look. And wisely will throw it out of bounds. Nothing there. Wilson, the handoff, and Utah's going to keep it on the. The 6'7" Wilson winds one, put a little pepper on that one. That is complete. That's good for the first down, maybe more. And getting across the 35-yard line. Utah shifts out, 3 wide here to the open side of the field. And Wilson is back. He got clobbered, but got rid of it. That's incomplete.
I realize you're under pressure. That's a big gain right there. They're going to look at a lot of lost yards on that play.
Wilson is back, sets his feet. Now he's going to scramble. He can do that. Stiff arms a man, try to cut it back. And he's chopped down at about the 32.
You had to wear stuff, and it would cut open, and you could tell it was bothersome for the whole year after that game.
Look at that throw on the run. Wilson the handoff, and up the middle is McCormick. He is spilled.
Right. That just shouldn't happen. It's your best player.
You're on the soapbox again. Here's McCormick. Made a nice little play, but then got jarred and lost. Arias the turn, the handoff, and Finney churning his way up the field. And across the 15-yard line, he is still moving the pile. Across is clicked on 11 of 18 through the air for a touchdown. Throwing here to the near side. Oh, he had a man open.
Yeah,
3 wides here to the near side for Arias. The handoff to Finney. He slants from left to right for contact in June. McSurdy, the man in motion out of the backfield. And for a touchdown. The first Ute punt run back for a touchdown since 2010. Clay's going to get another chance. Good coverage there. He's knocked down.
Be Utah, who knows? They're going to beat a good team.
Wilson back to throw. He's going to air it out. Has a man streaking. It is Drez Anderson, who again comes back to get it inside the 30-yard line.
Supposed to. That's what they're trying to show.
Of 12th in the country a year ago. And he looks great here this evening. Wilson loads up on this one. That's a great ball. It is caught out of bounds. The mighty Utah student section takes a look at it. They want 7.
So they gave the 7. They signaled it. And before he steps out is the question. I guess they say he does.
Wow.
Right there, there's.
After review, the ruling of the touchdown stands.
By Jamil Douglas, very good. Already talked about Taylor Kelly.
He hails from Oklahoma City, actually more just outside of town. That's a high snap. He gathers it in, and he'll take a loss, and immediately he is swarmed at the.
Down with that thing.
Thompson's got 2 years of eligibility left. He's a junior. He redshirted his freshman year at Oklahoma. He's dragged down. Opportunity, Glenn, to get in his stride. There's another high snap, inside handoff, and a gain of a couple. Hackett's going to run with it. Hackett's going to keep it. Hackett's got blockers ahead and a lot of room across the 40 for the first down. He's wisely going to step out at the 45-yard line. Thing here. Now Thompson gets it back. He's going to get an opportunity. The left-hander is knocked down again and sacked this time.
Yeah.
Thompson now is going to roll. Good speed on the edge. Flutters one complete. This is to Wesley Tonga. He's out into Idaho.
Out of Tonga, and he puts it on.
25-yard connects in the backfield in the first half. Now Kendall Thompson with the handoff. Booker stops, reverses field. Thompson gives a little help there, but a nice adjust. Booker again with a call on second down. There's a flag on the play.
Father at Oklahoma in those years. Great player.
Handoff intended for Booker.
Speed.
Thompson's going to roll out. Nice cut back out of block downfield across. Kendall Thompson moved ahead of several players to second. Devontae Booker.
Pretty good. The winning team ended up getting a fancy SUV ride and a dinner at a steakhouse downtown because, well, that's all the NCAA will allow.
Late hit out of bounds, number 18 on the defense, personal foul, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Hammer is an athlete, I'll tell you, but didn't look it there.
He was there. You can't field punt in khakis, by the way. Finney the carry. Pick up a 3 for Idaho State. Low snap. Arias gathers in, gives to Finney, and then he is dragged down. Moving on and now playing professionally in the NFL. And they've had to replace him on this defensive unit. Pass out at the near bound.
Continue to move the pile up front the way they have. They're going to do just fine in the Big Sky.
Play action, throw left side. That's, yeah.
Interference, defense number 1.
Bill Savage spoke of a moment ago. Big defensive end. McSurdy gets the carry, and he's
State right now.
Lowell Lutulele, one of those true freshmen we spoke of on the defensive unit. Starlo Tulele's younger brother. Marcus Sanders would create a little space for Xavier Finney. Back to throw. Arias. Finney releases out of the backfield, makes the catch across the 10. And Arias slants, a little back shoulder number, leaping up to get it and get it. Hard rush. Finney gets rid of it to the underneath receiver, and that's a touchdown. K.W. Williams. 5-yard drive in just under 3 minutes. That was great news down there in Westwood. Kickoff taken. Return. Kalen Clay breaks a tackle, squirms to the 30, has a little daylight 40, breaks it outside, gets a block. He's got to beat a tackler. He's going to do it. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Clay. He's run back a punt. He's run back a kickoff. 100 yards. Kalen Clay.
Emphasis this year, and that was our first warning.
Phil called him out on what's your favorite Kiss songs. And he rattled off 3 titles. Here's Arias going to the air. Nice leaping grab, but and the Bengals from the Big Sky go to work. Arias to handoff. 3rd and 6. Arias quick drop, tight spiral, but 2.
Holding on the offense, number 70.
And that man again, Kalen Clay, back there looking for it. It will bounce untouched. Kendall Thompson is into quarterback. The left-hander will release here to the near side and getting to the edge. Thompson throws to the right side this time. Another tight spiral out near the boundary. And
that's why they get that 5-6 yards. A lot of the spread offenses is one thing you talk about when you throw to the backfield or in the bubble screen. It must.
6'5" junior college transfer, a walk-on from Grossmont College. Poole is leg second, down and 11. And they try to go to the tight end. To the right of Thompson, who will roll right, throw with the left, and nearly completed that one. But that's another outstanding. What the Aussie will do here. He's just going to drill that one. Drive it back. Look at the kick it took. I mean, that ball checked up like a Mickelson 60-degree lob wedge down at
strong, just a phenomenal wide receiver. They have a lot of weapons offensively.
I love watching Todd Graham coach, by the way.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, he is as well. So it'll be fun to watch and track to see what kind of young talent they have to replace those outstanding Pac-12 defensive. Arias again with a give to Daniel McSurdy, Conway, Nick Aliotti. They'll break down all of today's action across the college football landscape and get you ready for tonight's game. Flag down on the play, ball up. He's another young guy that is looking to become a two-way player, sophomore from Crenshaw High School. McSurdy
up the middle.
Arias fakes the handoff and the quick pass, left side slanting. Arias winds up with trips to the left side. They run a bubble screen, and boy, Utah just trips now to the wide side of the field. Arias fakes the handoff, throws underneath to the right side. It was immediately.
They got to get him that experience and let him see as many situations as possible.
Arias puts some air under this one, but threw it out of bounds to the near side. Want to get a handle on the ball on both sides of the line of scrimmage. He may. Reyes bumps this one down to the 15-yard line. Booby Hobbs. Thompson, the handoff. And it's Bubba Poole with some jets. Utah's gone to the junior college resources, and they had some guys that have responded. Here's Poole breaking out of the backfield.
They can come in right away and play. They can't be developmental. They've got to be right now help.
Thompson slings a pass out to side here. State, but more football here as Kendall Thompson brings Utah out of the huddle, and they hand them. Thompson, the transfer from Oklahoma, sets his feet, gunning up the middle and a little bit. Thompson has already graduated. He's looking for a post-grad master's in educational psychology, and he works his way across the field. Well, as head coach obviously sends Hackett out there, and Hackett's just automatic. They'll knock this one down, and that ball again checks back. And Arias, the quarterback. Youngster will back. Slanting pass, broken up over there. This is Finney. Big opening. First down and more. Dragged down.
They give them a little different look, so they can't always win with the numbers game.
Pursuit. Arias throwing in Idaho State. Arias clears out his backfield. They bring a man from the edge, does Utah, but he gets rid of it here to the near side. It's Mangum again. Arias puts a little extra on this one, but overthrows. Attempted 5 rushes for -10. He'll hand off. Arias fires a bullet, and that is into Utah territory. Playing hard here with 11:29 remaining. Arias back to throw, steps up into the pocket, flushed, and then is brought down their backfield.
Yeah, when pursuit happens like that, offensive lineman grabs somebody.
Trips wide to the right now for Arias here on first down. And the handoff comes to McSurdy. He'll spread it out. Arias. Screen pass near side. Princeton's #1 target. They do get a bye to prepare for Michigan, but there'll be 112,000 awaiting them in the big house, and a lot of pressure on the Wolverines to produce this year. Booby Hobbs is back. The intended man in the back waiting for this punt. Got away from him. He did. Ranked number 3 in the country. Utah top here 49-14. back to work. Football game is finally coming in and get their mind to business instead of all the distractions.
And you hope they get their mind to business, because those just trying to say here, you know, it's all coming on. Snowballing. There we go. We're snowballing. We're dogpiling. It's awful.
Thompson, a great pass down the field, and that was. Here's Tom Hackett. He'll let this one fly, fluttering down. Fair catch called for. Making some moves. Arias steps up. Men running at him. He gets down. Ball on the turf, though. Looked like one of his big linemen had a chance at Utah. Bingham High School. Arias will turn in the handoff. And
particularly in that offense, they do a lot of back shoulder fades to him. Taylor Kelly finds him a lot.
Arias puts something on. And what's Reyes going to do?
Punt it right to him.
Clay spins, reverse pivot, and then crowded, and he is knocked down.
High school. He played his sophomore year. Knee injury sidelined him his junior and senior season, but Coach Whittingham
Chat with him, and just a really nice guy, and came to Utah because of the curriculum. He had no intentions of playing football. Utah scrambling, ball stays alive, and this has some possibilities until
therapist.
Brandon Cox is in to throw another lefty, zips a pass left side, and this one is complete. 6'2", 200, and as you can see, he's shifty, he can move.
Yeah, fits the system of Christensen well.
Working down now, under 6 minutes to play. And again, they go to the handoff. Texas, he's a fast one. In fact, he's the fastest of the running backs. He ran a 40 under 40. Trips wide to the right now for Cox. Fakes the handoff and then unloads to the near side. Kalen Clay.
New guys and young guys getting some experience.
Cox the handoff. He's going to work the edge, trying to make a hard cut, and does. He can see.
Run with. I'll tell you what, Brandon Cox right there, though, sure looked pretty fast, didn't he?
He did. Here's another quick guy to the edge. It's McCormick. Another crack.
You know, the thing for him is he's going to have so many opportunities to make big plays. With that offense scoring points, always being ahead.
Long Beach, California. A lot of California kids on this Utah ball club. Cox is one of them, the quarterback from Pasadena. Hands. Cox with a handoff. 2nd and 8 now for Cox. He'll survey. Fakes the handoff. Working to the 10. Bouncing out to the 5. Into the end zone. Brandon Cox. Can work student section. All over it. Handoff up the middle. Ja'Cory Ford. Utah just up the road. Went to Wasatch High School. Good pursuit. There were 3 got. Already has a sack here, his first college sack. Arias the handoff. Delasensere the handoff, and there's a big hit right on the numbers. Reyes is going to wind this one through traffic. Utah says fan out.
Stretch horizontally, vertically, and attack you physically. So